Breaking Barriers, Building Legacies, the Unconventional Path to Success. Welcome to the BlackCEO Podcast, where we uncover the extraordinary stories of trailblazers who are redefining success on their own terms. Today, I'm absolutely thrilled to share with you the incredible insights I gained from interviewing Stephan Franklin, a remarkable entrepreneur who's not just making waves, but creating a tsunami in an industry where few black women have dared to venture before. Stephan's journey isn't just inspiring, it's a powerful testament to the fact that it's never too late to chase your dreams and build something truly meaningful, something that can change the world. Imagine this. You're comfortably nestled in your corporate job, climbing that ladder, doing everything right according to society's well-worn playbook. Then suddenly, bam, a global pandemic hits and you find yourself laid off. Your carefully constructed world turned upside down. For many, this would be a devastating blow, a reason to curl up and hide from the world. But for Stephan Franklin, it was the universe's way of saying, hey, it's time to shake things up. Now, I know what you're thinking. A black woman in the wine industry in Texas, of all places? I can almost hear your eyebrows raising through the airwaves. Yes, you heard that right. Stephan didn't just dip her toes into the world of wine. She dove in head first with the grace of an Olympic swimmer and the determination of a marathon runner. She founded Franklin Vines Winery and Vineyard in the historical town of Shankleville, Texas. And let me tell you, this isn't just any piece of land. It's steeped in African-American history, adding layers of meaning to every grape she grows and every bottle she produces. But here's the kicker, the plot twist that'll make you want to stand up and cheer. Stephan didn't just start a winery, she's excelling at it. Her inaugural vintage, a tannin sourced from the Texas High Plains, recently won a silver medal at the San Francisco Chronicle Wine Competition. Let that sink in for a moment. A first-time vintner, a black woman in a predominantly white male industry, creating award-winning wine right out of the gate. If that doesn't make you want to jump up and do a happy dance, I don't know what will. Stephan's story isn't just about making great wine, though. It's about honoring her heritage, boosting the local economy, and inspiring other women, especially black women, to dream big and build their own legacies. It's about turning challenges into opportunities and embracing the unconventional path. It's about looking at an industry that wasn't built for you and saying, well, I'll just have to rebuild it then, won't I? As I listened to Stephan share her journey, three key themes emerged that I believe are crucial for anyone looking to make their mark in this world, regardless of their background or the industry they're eyeing. First up, let's talk about embracing unconventional paths. We're often told that success looks a certain way. Go to college, climb the corporate ladder, retire comfortably. It's like we're all supposed to be following some invisible recipe for life. But here's the thing. Life isn't a recipe, it's an art form. And Stephan's story reminds us that career paths can be wonderfully, beautifully nonlinear. It's never too late to pivot, to pursue your passion, to start something new. Think about it. Stephan didn't let her corporate background or her age stop her from diving into an entirely new industry. She saw an opportunity in what others might have seen as a setback, and she seized it with both hands. It's like she looked at life's lemons and said, forget lemonade, I'm making wine. This reminds me of another incredible woman, Monique Rodriguez, the founder of Miela Organics. Like Stephan, Monique didn't follow a traditional path to success. She started her hair care company in her kitchen, mixing products for herself and her family. Can you imagine the skepticism she faced? Banks and investors probably looked at her like she had two heads when she pitched her idea. But Monique didn't let that stop her. Oh no, she took that skepticism and used it as fuel. She leveraged social media, connected directly with her customers, and built a brand that resonated with black women who had long been underserved by the beauty industry. Fast forward to 2023, and Miela Organics was acquired by Procter & Gamble in a deal that not only made Monique a very wealthy woman, but also included a $10 million pledge to support black communities through education and economic opportunities. Both Stephan and Monique's stories teach us that your unique experiences, even the ones that seem unrelated to your dreams, can be the very things that set you apart and drive your success. So I ask you, what passion have you been putting off because it doesn't fit neatly into your current life path? What skills do you have that could be applied in unexpected ways? Maybe you're a teacher who's always dreamed of opening a restaurant. Your ability to manage a classroom full of rowdy kids might just be the perfect training for managing a busy kitchen. Or perhaps you're an accountant with a secret love for fashion design. Your eye for detail and understanding of numbers could give you a unique edge in the fashion business world. The point is, your path doesn't have to be straight. It can twist and turn and even loop-de-loop if that's what feels right to you. Embrace the unconventional. Celebrate the detours, because often it's those unexpected turns that lead us to our true calling. Now let's talk about the second key theme from Stephanie's story, breaking barriers. Let's be real for a moment. As black women, we face challenges in nearly every industry, but especially in those where we're severely underrepresented. The wine industry, like many others, has traditionally been dominated by white men. It's like walking into a room where everyone's speaking a different language and you're expected to not only understand but to excel. But Stephanie didn't let that intimidate her. Instead, she saw it as an opportunity to bring a fresh perspective, to create something unique, and to pave the way for others. She didn't just find a seat at the table. She built her own table and invited others to join her. This reminds me of another trailblazer, Sheila Johnson, co-founder of Black entertainment television, Bad Tick. When Sheila and her then husband, Robert, started Beat in 1980, the idea of a cable channel dedicated to African American audiences was revolutionary. Many doubted it would succeed. Now I can almost hear the naysayers. A channel just for black entertainment, that'll never work. But Sheila persevered. She leveraged her background in music education and her understanding of what black audiences wanted to see. She knew there was a hunger for content that reflected the richness and diversity of black culture. And guess what? BET became a cultural phenomenon, and Sheila Johnson became the first African-American woman billionaire in the United States. Sheila and Stephanie could see both faced industries that weren't designed with them in mind. But instead of backing down, they leaned in. They used their unique perspectives and experiences to create something new and valuable. They didn't just adapt to the existing landscape, they reshaped it. So I challenge you, what industry or space have you been hesitant to enter because you don't see people who look like you there? What unique value could you bring to that space precisely because of your different perspective? Maybe you're a black woman interested in tech, but you're intimidated by the lack of diversity in Silicon Valley. Remember, your unique experiences and perspective could lead to innovations that others might never think of. Or perhaps you're eyeing the world of finance, but the sea of suits and ties makes you feel out of place. Your different approach could be exactly what's needed to shake up the industry and make it more inclusive. The truth is, when we enter spaces where we're underrepresented, we're not just changing things for ourselves. We're opening doors for others, creating new possibilities and reshaping industries for the better. It's not easy, but it's necessary. And trust me, it's worth it. Now, let's dive into the third and final theme I want to highlight from Stephanie's story, the importance of building legacies. This isn't just about personal success. It's about creating something that will outlast us, something that honors our heritage and contributes to our communities. For Stephanie, this means not just making great wine, but doing so on land that's steeped in African American history. It means boosting the local economy in Shankleville. It means planning to launch a scholarship foundation to support women of color pursuing studies in winemaking and agriculture. She's not just building a business, she's creating opportunities and paving the way for future generations. This approach to legacy building reminds me of Angela Benton, founder of New Me. Angela recognized the lack of diversity in Silicon Valley, and instead of just complaining about it, she took action. She created an accelerator program and venture capital fund focused on Black and Latino entrepreneurs. Through New Me, Angela has helped hundreds of entrepreneurs raise over $165 million in funding. Think about the ripple effect of Angela's work. Each entrepreneur she helps isn't just building a business. They're creating jobs, solving problems, and inspiring others in their communities. They're showing young Black and Latino kids that, yes, they too can be tech entrepreneurs. They too can change the world through innovation. Stephanie, Angela, and countless other Black women entrepreneurs are showing us that when we pursue our passions and build businesses, we have the power to create lasting legacies that honor our heritage and uplift our communities.
They're proving that success doesn't have to mean leaving our roots behind. Instead, it can mean using our success to nourish those roots and help new growth flourish. So I ask you, what legacy do you want to leave? How can your pursuits, your passions, your businesses contribute to something larger than yourself? Maybe you're a teacher who dreams of starting an after school program that introduces kids to coding. Your legacy could be generations of tech savvy kids who go on to create world changing innovations. Or perhaps you're an artist who wants to open a community art center. Your legacy could be a thriving creative community that brings beauty and inspiration to your neighborhood for years to come. Remember, your legacy isn't just about what you achieve in your lifetime. It's about the seeds you plant that will continue to grow long after you're gone. It's about the doors you open that will stay open for others to walk through. It's about the changes you set in motion that will continue to ripple out into the world. As I reflect on my conversation with Stephanie Franklin, I'm filled with a sense of excitement and possibility. Her story, along with those of Monique, Sheila, and Angela, reminds us that our journeys, no matter how unconventional, are valid and valuable. They show us that it's never too late to pivot, to pursue our passions, to break barriers, and to build legacies that honor where we come from and create opportunities for those who will come after us. I want you to leave this talk feeling inspired, motivated, and empowered. I want you to feel a renewed sense of pride in your roots and your stories. I want you to feel hopeful about the possibilities that lie ahead, no matter your age or circumstances. Most importantly, I want you to believe deep in your bones that you are worthy of creating a legacy that honors your past and builds an exciting future. So here's my challenge to you. Take a moment right now to think about that dream you've been putting off, that idea you've been too scared to pursue, that industry you thought wasn't for people like you. Now, I want you to make a commitment to yourself. Commit to taking one small step towards that dream this week. It doesn't have to be big. Maybe it's researching courses in a new field. Maybe it's reaching out to someone in an industry you want to enter. Maybe it's simply writing down your business idea and sharing it with a trusted friend. Whatever it is, take that step. Because here's the truth. The world needs your voice. It needs your perspective. It needs the unique value that only you can bring. And who knows, your unconventional path might just lead you to create something amazing, something that not only fulfills your dreams, but also uplifts your community and inspires the next generation. Remember, as Stephanie Franklin's journey shows us, it's never too late to plant your vineyard. Your roots are your strength. Your unique path is your advantage, and your legacy is waiting to be built. So go out there and be bold. Break those barriers. Create the future you want to see. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for the perfect moment. The time is now, and the world is waiting for what only you can bring. Your story is still being written, and the best chapters may be yet to come. So pick up that pen or that paintbrush or that computer or whatever tool you need and start creating your legacy today. Because when you dare to be different, when you dare to take the unconventional path, when you dare to break barriers and build legacies, you're not just changing your own life, you're changing the world. And trust me, the world is ready for that change. It's ready for you. So what are you waiting for? Your unconventional, barrier breaking, legacy building journey starts now. Let's make some history, shall we?